Pastor Foolish here. You know that some people think that artificial intelligence is a new thing, but God, Yah, was working on artificial intelligence before He rejuvenated this world. For those of you who don't know, the Bible covers more than just the beginning of the world, or more than just when God rejuvenated it. It also covers billions of years. Like, one verse would be, did you know that the days God created the earth and all that, rested on the seventh day? Did you know that the days used to be with God as 1 billion years? So, and then He shortened the time when it came down to millions of years, and then finally 1,000 years by the final day when He rested. Some people think that the Bible only covers like 10,000 years, but that's real time. It's historically accurate, talking about the creation of the world and Lucifer creating this place and God taking it over and putting the artificial intelligence at the time, the ancient artificial intelligence, which is a trans-spiritual, trans-technological failed science experiment. That's all Satan is. And when the Hebrews were liberated by Moses, who was a mixed race baby, that's why he was able to pass for the Pharaoh's wife's son when she found him floating in the river. It's because he was half black. Because back then the Hebrews, or the Egyptians, were a proud black race, and they were lusting the Hebrew women, the wives of the Hebrews. Then some of those women got turned out to the big black penises of the Hebrew guards, and when Moses led them across the Red Sea, they ran back to go get some more of that sex with those Egyptians, and that's when the water closed in on around them. The Egyptians that were coming over after the Hebrews, and the Hebrew women that were rushing back across the dry waterbed. Some interesting stuff. There's been some nice star blankets got spread out over the last few nights. Some people think the Bible doesn't cover aliens, but it does. It covers UFOs, the fiery chariots, Remember Elijah and Elisha? Elijah got picked up by a fiery chariot, and he told Elisha if he sees him get taken away, then he'll get a double portion of his spirit. Well, when I was a child, I used to pray for a double portion of Elisha's spirit, which would have gave me 4 times what Elijah had. You remember Elijah killed 400 prophets of Baal, and he brought fire down from the sky to eat the sacrifice that they had sacrificed and his sacrifice to Yah. And then Elijah outran Ahab, the king's fastest horses, and he was so exhausted he prayed that he could just die. He told God it would have been better out to die in his mother's womb. I know this is everywhere, and I hope you're able to keep up with me. Ministry ever becomes self-supporting again, where we can afford to do it, I want to get back to Grayling and resume our ministry feeding homeless cats and homing their kittens. You can make a difference in that. I provided you a front row seat to all my teachings. If you get anything out of it, I hope that you will show some gratitude and help me out with this. I am favored by God, man, beast, technology, spirit, the elements, and the angels. So if you're with me, then you're favored as well. But the Bible, by the time the scrolls were put together as a Bible, the fake Jews had already infiltrated Israel, Jerusalem, and took over the scrolls, the government, and the banks. I'll come back to this in a little while. Y'all have a blessed day. Don't forget to pay it forward.
Let's hit a sugar. Jesus is mine. And oh, what a foretaste of glory divine. Ever salvation, purchase of God, born of His Spirit, washed in His blood. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. Perfect submission, perfect delight, visions of rapture now burst on my sight. Angels descending, pray from above, echoes of mercy and whispers of love. This is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. Submission, all is at rest. I in my Savior am happy and blessed. Watching and waiting, looking above, filled with His goodness, lost in His love. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. Praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long, all the day long. This is my story,
Pastor Foolish here. If you like any of my content or anything that I'm teaching you, please support this ministry. Hit the donate button and donate to ELMC on the blog, or go to bamv.com and buy some DVDs or MP3s and donate if you would.